What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? How are ya? What is happening? All right. What a good day, guys. Feeling good. Got some energy. Markets are looking good. Ethereum is breaking out. We're going to have a look at the Ethereum chart and so much more, guys. You're going to want every little bit of it. So let's talk about it, guys. Oh, we got some super chats to get into right off the hop. What do we got? Strawberry Dragons. I woke up 3 times to check on Toshi last night. What a degen I am. No sleep zone is here. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. I truly appreciate you, Rob. I appreciate you too, Strawberry Dragons. There she is. Gamma Goddess in the house. Happy Wednesday, Rob. And the market is on fire. Absolutely. Romeo, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Rob. Thank you for multiple swing trades you mentioned over on the Patreon in the past few days. Nailed them 100% as usual. Don't you get tired of always being right? Yeah. Just in case you guys are not over on the Patreon, we did close out a swing trade yesterday, and we took about a 40% profit on that. We just opened up a new swing trade about a half an hour ago over on the Patreon today. So if you do not want to miss it, guys, get over there and get into these swing trades, because we're just rolling money. We're taking money. We're taking profits. We're rolling it into our long-term bags. Get over there and join the party, guys. The link is in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. Again, Gamma Goddess, can you look at Toshi? I need a safe exit. For you? Of course I can. Of course I can. Let me just pull up the Toshi chart. All right. Ooh, look at that pump on Toshi. Look at that pump on Toshi. She is going. Let's have a look. Wait. All right. So what do we got? Damn it. All right. Hello, you are. Honestly, Gamma, I would probably be taking profits right now. You are sitting just below the 618. You're using it as resistance right now. I mean, if you break above it, I mean, it's possible, but I don't know. This is your profit-taking zone between you, right at your 618. I think you're probably going to meet some resistance depending on what the market does. You can't go wrong taking profits right now. You can't go wrong, right? Because it could pull back to your 50 fib around that 3068. So if it was me, I would be taking profits right now. And then if I wanted to get back into it, I would wait for it to pull back closer to the 50 fib and maybe get back into it at that point. So that's how I'd be looking at it. Okay, what else do we have? Let's get into the chat. Burn through the super chats. Let's see what's going on out there, guys. Oh, Amazing Coins with the 7 herbs and spices. Good afternoon, Rob. Jumped in the swing party with you. Thanks for always being so lucky. Can't wait for all this alt season. Let's go. Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's going to be another juicy little return on this swing trade, and then we'll find another one. We're going to keep going with the swing trades since they seem to be so popular over on the Patreon. Let's make that passive income, guys. Let's make that passive income. All right, let's get into the chat. Hybrid Dad, what's going on, man? July and Guyan, let's go. William, good to see you, brother. Good to see you as always. Jake the Snake in the house. Jake the Snake says, hit the like, or the King of Ohio shall smite thee. Right? Smite me, O mighty smiter. Osbaldo, what's going on, man? It's been a minute. Can you look at Helium Mobile? They're partnered with T-Mobile. I do know what Helium Mobile is, but altcoin requests go in the goals tab at the top. I have to do it that way because otherwise people just, all of a sudden I get 50,000 altcoin requests and people start taking advantage of me. Not that you are, but I'm just saying, right? So altcoin requests go in the goals tab at the top of the chat, guys. If you want me to do some charting for you, that's where you put your request in. Ty, good to see, unless you are a Patreon member. Ty, good to see you, buddy. Danny's in the house. We are so back, says Jake the Snake. Hey, Rob, do you see a 9-cent Jasmy by the end of August? Yes, I could see that. 8 to 10 cents is entirely realistic, yes. Danny, oh, I like the music more. There you go. Jake the Snake, Roberto, are you tired of winning yet? I'm never tired of winning. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. I am Jasmy. We're all Jasmy. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. This guy's got me singing today. Holy smokes. Jake the Snakes. Also, thank you to the pair of D's Nuts that gifted me a membership recently. That was very ballsy of you. Well played, sir. Well played. Jose, what's up, man? Can we get some TA on Moonwell and Nadix? Well, one request at a time, my friend. So what I would say is, yes, you are over on the Patreon, so I will have a look at the first one for you. I'll look at Moonwell for you. Let's look at Moonwell. Let's get rid of this. Let's clean it up. Okay, so everything's breaking out right now, guys. Everything, right? You love it. You've got your resistance here, obviously. You don't want it to end up being a double top, though, right? However, what do we got here? Well, you're above. You're probably going to come to your 618 around 4 cents one. You could reject off and hold support at your 50 fib. Again, 3 cents 76. But if you break above, you could be on quite a roll here. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of significance. If we zoom out, right? Let's zoom out a little bit here. All right, so let's go on a bigger. If you break out higher, then you're going to be looking at, let's clean this up. If you break out higher, I mean, just get back to your 382, you're looking at 5 cents too. If you break out of the 4 cent level that I showed you, then you're probably coming up to your 382. You could come all the way up to your 50 or your 618 here. So 6 cents 3, 7 cents 5 in the most bullish run. But I wouldn't be surprised to see us break above your 382, maybe reject off your 50 if, you know, if, and then kind of hold support right inside of here. So keep an eye out for that between 5 cents 2 and 6 cents 3. Oh, facts. Shout out to Nuts, the House Hippo, and Spell Token. There you go. Mario, much love, Senor Rob, going heavy on, well, there you go. Guys, as always, make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow, costs you absolutely nothing. We broke above 13,900. We need exactly 100 subscribers to get to 14,000. So let's get that ball rolling, guys. Let's get moving in the right direction there. And speaking of checking how we're doing, let us also, what do we got? We got 252 people watching and 79 likes. Let's get those likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up to 200 today. Let's keep it going, keep it growing. Danny says, for those of you not in the Patreon, you missed a swing trade. Exactly. It would have paid for your membership. You would have a free membership. Listen, we just opened a new swing trade about 40 minutes ago, right? We just closed one out yesterday at a 40% profit. We just opened another one about 45 minutes ago, right? You get in on that swing trade, you're walking away with a free membership. At that point, it pays for your membership, right? It's a no-brainer, guys. Ari says, hello and happy Wednesday. Ari, are you still on a cruise? If you are, I'm still jealous. Devin, thank you to whoever gifted me a membership. Probably D's Nuts. Also, let's go Myria. Absolutely. Myria's having another nice day today. Absolutely. Bulldog Gifts, finishing up my Spirix bag. There you go. Nice. Jared, had to scoop up some more Zbec today. Nice to see the portfolio waking up again. Really excited for the next few months. Thank you for all you do, Rob. The Patreon is a gift. Absolutely. Yeah, guys, even though there's still a couple of things that are in the red right now on my portfolio, as a whole, as a whole, my portfolio right now, currently, is at an all-time high for this cycle, right? So I'm hoping most of yours are too. Jarrett, the well chart is looking nice and juicy. Every chart is looking nice and juicy. Absolutely, man. Well's up 15.8%. Myria's up 13%. Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum. What's Ethereum doing? Look at that breakout on Ethereum. Let's clean it up. Let's have a look. Oof, look at us go, man. $3,341. Guys, we are gonna go here, man. We are not slowing down. Let's go from our high to our low. We snapped even a. There we go. We snapped even above our 618. We are going. We do have some significant resistance right here though, where we're at 3,334, as you can see. As you can see, it was a. How significant was this level? Let's zoom in and have a look. Yeah, see, it was resistance all back here, support in here, support here, resistance here. Yeah, significant level. If you can break above that, if you can break above that, you don't really have, then you've got your next level right here, right at that $4,001 mark is where you're going to be looking at resistance levels, right? So if you can break above that, then you're probably in climbing straight up to your $4,000 level. I mean, a little bit of static right here maybe, but ultimately this is likely where you're going to end up over $4,000 on your Ethereum chart. So you might build a little bit of a bull pennant right here. I could see that happening to build some support before continuing up. But either way, man, we are in send mode, guys. We are in send mode. Strawberry Dragon, love the upbeat music. Hell yeah. AK, thanks, Rob, for the new swing on the Patreon. Getting the last of dry powder before it lifts off. There you go. There you go. Taking the tip off my profits. Nice. Can you talk about Swiftcoin, please, Rob? Well, I mean, Swift, there's no real news about Swift. There's no news, but I can look at the chart for you, because it is one of my favorite projects. Let's clean it up and let's have a look. Swift is building what seems to be, looks like it's trying to build a little bit of a bull pennant of its own over here, right? Let's see. You are, yeah, you keep rejecting off your 50 fib at 1 cent 4. If you can break above that 1 cent 5, your next levels probably, there's not a lot of resistance inside of here. After you get past your 618, there's not a whole bunch of resistance. I mean, you're probably going to get some right here, right around that 1 cent 8 level. You'll probably get some resistance there. But once you break above your 618 here, there's not a ton of resistance at 1 cent, 1.5 cents. If you can break above that, you're going, man. You are going. So, but it looks like we're building a bit of a bull flag, or a bull pennant, I mean, sorry, inside. You know, if we zoom in, looks like you're trying to build a little bit of a bull pennant here. Might take a couple of days, right? But you're probably going to do something like that and then have another breakout. You got to build some support levels, right? Otherwise, if you go up and you come back down, you're going to fall right back down below there. So you want to build some support before continuing up. You have already been building that support for 3 days now, so could be today it takes off, right? What do we got? Beebs, my dude, what's up, man? Toshi, hell yeah, Toshi's crushing it right now. John, blessings, my friend. Smash the like button. Absolutely, guys. Make sure you're smashing that like button. Gamma Goddess in the house. Happy Wednesday. Let's get this money. I'm so grateful for our community. Me too. Shannon, good to see you. Blessings, Rob. Smash the likes. Rise above. What's up? Panic buys. Let's do it. David's in the house. Easy. Yo. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years. Ceiling fan. When can you see Jasmy hitting that 4 to 5 cent range? Probably soon. Could be in August. Could be August. Could be this month. Could be this month. Jasmy is on a tear right now. Let's clean this up as well. Let's have a look. Why not? Right? Why not? Oh. Let's have a look what Jasmy's doing in the near term. Yeah, so you've got resistance at your 618 right now for Jasmy at 1 cent. At 1 cent 709. You got a little bit of a significant level. My cat is meowing in the background. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. What do you want? What do you want? You could have some resistance right about here at 1 cent 9, just a hair below 2 cents. You're going to have some resistance in the near term. But, yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at Jasmy go, man. I mean, people were fighting this like crazy, telling me it wasn't going to go up, it wasn't going to do anything. Jasmy is up over the course of the last week. It's gone up 43.93%, guys, or 94%. Sorry, that's a big run on Jasmy. But if we zoom out, let's check. We really got to zoom out there, eh? Let's check this out here. So, I mean, if you zoom out, you're not even close to your 382 yet, right? At 2 cents 7. I mean, your 618's obviously your target, right? 3 cents 9, around that 4 cents level. Probably, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked to see Jasmy up between 8 to 10 cents, depending on how things play out before the end of August, to be honest with you. So, Rob, can you look at Helium Mobile? They're partnered with T-Mobile. I already responded to that. Altcoin requests, if you're not on the Patreon, altcoin requests go on the goals tab at the top of the chat. Rob, quick question. On the bull run, on the last cycle, how many views do you have on average on a live? Only thinking in regards of retail, not here yet. I don't know. I started my channel in about 2.5 years ago at the bottom of the bear market. So this will be the first peak cycle that my channel has been in existence. So yeah, I guess we'll find out together, Mike. Rip R, what's going on, man? Enjoying the Patreon. Thanks for all your sound advice. Hey, no problem, man. No problemo. AVAC's waking up. Everything's waking up, man. Oscar, hey, Rob, market is looking amazing. Do you think Zbec can reach 4 to 5 cents by August? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. You're a Patreon member. Okay. So let's look at mobile then. Oof. It looks the same as everything else right now, right? Literally everything looks like. You notice this U-shaped recovery on just about every chart I pull up. It's hilarious. So in the near term, you're looking at, yeah, you've rejected off your 50 fib, and you used your 382 as support. So until you break through 3044, you're going to get to 3048 is going to be some more resistance. You've got some significant resistance levels. I lost faith in this project. Personally, I still hold it, but not a big bag. But I'm not hoping that it does anything significant, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I mean, you might just build support where you are right now between 3004 and 3044. It might not be a bad place to take profits. Not financial advice, but yeah. Kizza, what's going on, man? Hey, Rob, is the Patreon going to have a 95% cost reduction during the bear market? No. Yeah. Oh, I see what you did there. Spuds, what's up, man? A guy, Moonwell is my motorhome fund. There you go. There you go. I like it, man. Kevin, Zbec taking a nap, building up energy for a big pump. Yeah, Zbec is going to run soon, guys. In my opinion, I agree 100%. Do you believe Trump about the files? I can't talk about that, my guy, on the channel. YouTube does not allow you to. So I'm not getting demonetized about it. I do talk about it on the live calls on the Patreon, because on the Patreon I can talk unedited and uncensored, right? So you're still on your cruise till tomorrow. Can't wait to be able to access my portfolio. I told you to bring a laptop with you. Yo Mars, what's going on? Angelo, someone poked Zbec. Yes. Hey Rob, Jasmy cannot pass the 1 cent 7. Is this a big level? Yeah, there's probably a big sell wall there. Yeah. Philip, what's up, man? Been following everything, all videos and Patreon. I dropped you a DM in the Patreon for a one-on-one. Been with you since Jasmy at 3 zeros or 2 zeros 4. Nice. I remember you, Philip. I remember you, man. I can't forget you, brother. What's your price on Zbec? My price target is, I could see it hitting 8 to 10 cents realistically. Wendy, what's going on? Happy Thursday. Oh yeah, you're in the future. I forgot. I was saying it's Wednesday. You keep throwing me off. Zbec is building some nice support. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Chris, what's going on, man? Buenos dias, Rob. I'm hoping XCN crossing that 2 cent. It's time, and I'm ready. Let's go. When ETH runs and breaks out like it is currently, how long after generally does it take ERC20 tokens? Everything starts running with ETH, not just ERC20 tokens. Everything's running right now. I've literally looked at about 7 or 8 altcoin charts in the last 20 minutes, and every single one of them is massively green over the last week. Everything's breaking out. Thank you so much, Philip. Your portfolio is looking healthy. Oh, that's awesome, brother. That's awesome. Mine hit a new all-time high. Red Hulk in the house. Can you take a look at Cookie, please? And thank you. Cookie. Yeah, Cookie played out its inverse head and shoulders, came back down. Now, Cookie's playing out right now. What you have, let's clean this up. What it looks like is happening here on Cookie right now is you got a bit of a cup and handle going on here, right? So Cookie's likely going to be breaking to the upside nicely. Where's Cookie going to break out to? Well, interesting you should ask. Funny you should ask. That's to the neckline. I mean, you're probably looking at a breakout, I don't know, somewhere around 36 cents resistance. Yeah, something like that. If the cup and handle plays out. David, what's going on, man? Click the likes. I'm all smiles looking at my portfolio. Yeah, mine hit a new all-time high, man. All right, I got to skip ahead to get into some of the news. Jake, the Patreon is like YouTube except bigger, longer, and... Well played, sir. Well played. All right, let's get into the news a little bit here, guys. Like I said, guys, listen, we closed out a swing trade yesterday over on the Patreon. We pulled in a 40% return on that. We just opened a fresh swing trade about 45 minutes ago over on the Patreon, guys. If you want to get in on it, you got to get there. We'll be making another nice return on that one as well. So check it out, guys. Again, the link is in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. What do we have? We have 317 people watching and 114 likes, guys. Let's get those likes up to 200. Let's go. Whilst I get into the news. Triple J, what's going on? You see Beam going higher? Of course, I see everything going higher, man. Everything going higher. Okay, let's get into it here. But first, as we always do about this time, guys, quick shout out and thank you to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Not your keys, not your coins, guys. Simply use our link down below. Get a fantastic deal. They got a 2-for-1 on the biometric wallet right now. Right now, guys, save yourself $99. Check it out again. Use our link down below. Get a phenomenal deal. Let's go check out Pompliano bragging about inflation data. Check it out. H. Barbarina in the house. I see you, my guy. I see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got more data this morning that proves that tariffs are not inflationary. The Producer Price Index. This is simply a collection of indexes that measures the average change of prices that domestic producers receive for the goods and services that they produce. Now, the PPI metrics this morning came in lower on every single measurement compared to what economists expected. This is important because PPI is seen as a leading indicator of CPI, the government's inflation metric. And if PPI is falling, the market starts to price in lower inflation in the future. And the data's screaming at us from the top of their lungs. Inflation's going lower than economists previously believed. PPI month over month, 0%. PPI core month over month, 0%. Zero, zilch, nothing, literally flat. Call it a narrative violation if you want. PPI and PPI core came in under expectations for year-over-year numbers as well. The reason? Tariffs are deflationary, they're not inflationary. And this isn't even debatable anymore. The tariffs have been in place for 6 months. We have a blanket 10% tariff on all U.S. imports right now. Yet inflation has not exploded higher as everyone predicted. The shelves, they were never empty. The recession, that's been canceled. And the doomsday predictors, they look insane in hindsight. But here's the more interesting conversation than just dunking on all the people who are wrong. What does a lower than expected PPI metric tell us about the future? According to our handy economic analyst, ChatGPT, here's the things to consider if PPI comes in cold. First up, lower producer costs businesses are facing less inflationary pressure. That means that their raw materials, their components, and their production costs are all lower than people thought. This could lead to lower prices for consumers down the line. That'd be a good thing. There's also a disinflationary signal. It suggests that inflation might be slowing in the economy. And that's generally seen as a positive signal for the Fed if they are trying to actually cool inflation and cut rates. The third is the impact on interest rates. Markets may interpret this as a less need for interest rate hikes. And also the Fed should maybe be cutting rates to boost stock prices and lower bond yields. And corporate margins. Consumer prices stay the same without input costs dropping. Profit margins for companies can improve. And last but not least, the economic growth. It may also reflect slowing demand in the economy, especially if falling prices are due to weak purchasing activity rather than increased supply. But to me, the most interesting part of this entire situation is the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates. Lower PPI gives another data point to the Fed to get a cheaper cost of capital into the market. Will they listen? Probably not. But just because they won't listen doesn't make them right. The U.S. economy is in much better shape than people want you to believe, especially in the media. Inflation is less of a problem than most people thought as well. And we are about to do our best impression of a growth economy to get ourselves out of this dire financial position that we are in. Doesn't mean that we're going to be perfect, but we're going to try our best. The unfortunate part is that the growth is going to be stimulated by money printing and currency debasement, which means that stocks, Bitcoin, and gold are going much, much, much higher through the second half of the year. So buckle up, put your seatbelt on. The upwards volatility is just beginning.
He's all right. He's right, guys. He is right. He is absolutely right. All right, guys, we got more big news. Check this out. As another massive, massive global company has put Bitcoin on the balance sheets. CEO Lex Luthor has announced that LexCorp is putting Bitcoin on their balance sheets, guys. Probably about $100 billion, right? So, see how real that sounded? See how real that sounded? What else do we have? I probably had some of you guys going there. The Genius Act is clear. The Federal Reserve does not have authority to issue CBDCs.
Yeah, I mean, one holdout appears to be that the Senate stablecoin legislation, the bill, does not include a ban on the Federal Reserve issuing a central bank cryptocurrency. The House included that in their version. Now, We don't expect the Federal Reserve to move to actually issue a digital dollar. But what about that? People are worried about the Federal Reserve coming out with this central bank cryptocurrency and using it as a surveillance tool like China does.
Yes. One of the things that we said in Genius Act, we have to give a lot of credit to Bill Hagerty on working on this legislation. The Genius Act simply says that nothing in this bill actually expands the authority at the Federal Reserve. So they do not have expansive authority. They cannot go in that direction. So we wanted to make sure that it was crystal clear. The House wants to double down and do it again. I get that. That's not a bad move at all. But let's be clear. The Genius Act already speaks to not allowing the Federal Reserve to expand their authority. And finally, let me just say this, Myria, the Federal Reserve, they should get back to calling balls and strikes and doing their job as an umpire. Watching the Fed be politicized under President Biden and then frankly stepping away from all things common sense like lowering interest rates under President Trump, they should get back to doing their jobs.
He's absolutely right, guys. Whether you like Trump or you don't, the bottom line is this. Powell gave Biden's administration a full basis point cut last year during an election run when inflation and the economy were in a much, much worse condition. And now inflation is below 2%, and the PPI came in good, and and rates still are not being cut. It is very, very blatantly obvious at this point that Powell is politicized and is only doing this. He's not acting in the best interest of the economy. He's acting in the best interest of the left, right? Billy Bob on the job. 3 more votes. 3 more votes for what, man? Joy, hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Absolutely, Moonwell. GSD, what's going on? Swiftcoin has been consolidating phase for 6 years. Once it explodes, I think it will be super fantastic. Absolutely, I agree. So like we talked about here, guys, PPI falls to 2.3%, lower than expected. Oh, for the bill. Okay, yes. And then there's this, guys. This is just alluding to what I was just talking about, right? So, Popcorn Ready, the House Democrat press conference urged a no vote on the Clarity and Genius Acts. So the Democrats held a press conference calling for a no vote on the bills, right? Guys, the Democrats lost the U.S. election. One of the biggest factors was the outright assault that they had been committing on the crypto industry and digital asset space for years. They lost the election, was a big factor in that. And instead of learning from that, here they are attacking it again. They just don't get it. They're not behaving in the interests of the people. The people want this, and Democrats are fighting it. That tells me Democrats are not going to be winning an election anytime soon, right? It doesn't even matter at this point who runs as a Republican. If Democrats keep doing this, they're going to keep losing elections. It's that simple, right? Yoshi, what's up, man? Can you take a look at Myria for me, please? Sure, I can do that for you. Sure, I can do that for you. Myria. Let's clean it up. Okay, let's have a look at Myria. Okay, so we'll go to the big picture here. How's that? So you're looking at to the low. You're still a ways away from your 382. Myria is going to have a beautiful move. Beautiful move. If you think, let me zoom in here. If you think that this move here was big, that's nothing compared to what's about to happen. But you'll notice, though, same thing is on, what was it? Was it the cookie chart I was looking at? Yeah. Look at the cookie chart. Look at this. Cup and handle kind of playing out, right? Getting ready to go. Let's go back over to Myria. Identical. Everything is getting ready to go here, guys. Everything. Absolutely beautiful. Myria's going to go on a gorgeous run. A gorgeous run. Let's have a look at the local, though. Let's go to the top, up. Okay. Low. So, I mean, I could see you rejecting off your 50. We're going to go a little bit lower there. There we go. Too low. Yeah, rejecting off of your 50 here. You might get up to around 2016. 2018. It's got a nice road ahead of it, man. Myria's just getting started here, guys. Just getting started. Yeah. Breakout on everything, guys. People are asking for altcoin charts, but it's like everything's getting ready to break out or is in the process of breaking out because Ethereum is breaking out. Oh, Taku, what's up, my guy? Good to see you, buddy. Man, we got to catch up, brother. We got to catch up, man. Danny, we are ready to win so much. Yes, exactly. We'll be tired of winning. Upriver, what's going on? Where do you think ETH runs to? I think ETH could consolidate in the range it is right now, but I don't know, man. Listen, everything's going nuts right now, right? Like everything's just getting started. So, bring chaos. Yes, Otaku's bringing the chaos. Absolutely. Absolutely. Otaku, what's that say? When will then be now? Paul, thank you so much, my friend. Hey, Rob, something for the house, for your house hippo. Yeah, he needs a new collar. He needs a new collar. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Okay, let's continue on with the news. We took care of that. So, yes, the bill passed. So this was earlier today. The U.S. House just passed the 580 advance key votes on major crypto bills, including the Clarity and Genius Act. Check it out, guys.
On this vote, the yeas are 215 and the nays are 211. The motion is adopted.
Oh, that was close.
The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. The gentleman from Massachusetts.
I ask for a recorded vote and a better time clock.
A recorded vote is requested. Those favoring a recorded vote will rise. A sufficient number having risen, a recorded vote is ordered. Members will record their votes by electronic device. This is a 5-minute vote.
Boom. There it is. There it is, my friends. All right, we got another clip to get into here. Okay. All right, so let's listen to French Hill here, guys, shall we? So this was this morning. The House has the votes on 3 crypto bills.
Day set to take the next steps on 3 crypto bills. That's going to happen today. Joining us now, Financial Services Committee Chairman French Hill. Good morning. It's good to see you, Congressman.
Good morning.
And Chairman. We heard that, I guess, rumblings that maybe the votes weren't there, and then the president met with some individuals yesterday. Are you confident now the votes are there?
I believe that we do have the votes to advance the Senate Genius Act, which will create the first federally regulated, with clear rules, dollar-backed payment stablecoin, which will unleash a new competitive round in how payments are done when they're used in a blockchain application. We also have the House's work on market structure, which we've worked through the House Ag Committee and the House Financial Services Committee. Strong bipartisan support for that bill. And then finally, Whip Tom Emmer of Minnesota. Mr. Emmer has his bill that blocks the federal government from creating a central bank digital currency through the Fed, unless it's done with a specific authorization through Congress. So I believe that The House has the votes for those three measures, and the Speaker is working this morning on how they'll be coordinated and presented to the House for consideration.
What's your, what do you think? How long? It won't be today. Well, it was supposed to be today.
Well, we expected to vote on clarity this afternoon and also vote on the defense appropriations bill and then vote on Genius, the Senate's stablecoin bill, tomorrow. So right now, I think that, based on the work yesterday of a small number of members taking down the House rule, is still under discussion this morning as to how that'll be sequenced and brought back to the House.
So when, what do you think the president said? This is happening again and again, and Mike Johnson has pulled some rabbits out of his hat too. It's fun. It's strange for the rest of us to watch how things work. Do people get things that they want for locally, or the initial reticence to go along with things, and then they finally end up going along with it? What is the kabuki dance? Can you describe what happened yesterday and what the president said and who he turned around and how that works?
Well, I think some members in the House really would like to see Tom Emmer's work to legislatively block a central bank digital currency being issued, make sure it's turned into law, meaning that the bill doesn't just pass the House and then go over sit in the Senate and not garner 60 votes and then become law. So that is one of the core reasons why they wanted to talk to the Speaker and have some more discussions with President Trump and how to make sure that they could get that bill into law. I think those discussions actually continue. I support the policy. I also would reiterate to your viewers that it's illegal for the Fed to do a central bank digital currency without this bill. So I view this bill as belt and suspenders, directing the Fed that they cannot do a central bank digital currency without a specific authorization of the Congress. I think Article 1 makes that clear, and Jay Powell's testified several times over the past 2 or 3 years to that effect.
Just shifting gears a little bit, Doge was going to do it. Do you remember what it was going to do? It was it trillion? It was at least hundreds of billions, and we're at 9 billion. And the Republicans can't do a rescission bill for $9 billion. Why? And what is I'm echoing some of the sentiments again of an editorial here. But yeah, why is it so hard to cut a mere $9 billion? And how is there any hope to ever get 24% of GDP? What are we going to get to, 23.9? And the political capital that it takes just to get to 23.9, it probably loses the midterms.
Every spending program in Washington, no matter how microscopic, has a huge group of constituencies pushing it. You remember President Reagan's admonition, there's nothing so eternal as a temporary government program. And I see it being borne true every day. We have a $2 trillion deficit and over $6 trillion federal budget now. And we're simply trying to tweak $9 billion with a B dollar cut, which, by the way, is only rescinding unobligated funds. Repeat, it's only rescinding unobligated funds in fiscal 25, and we're debating right now fiscal 26. So it's important that we got the big, beautiful bill done because it had significant, well over $1 trillion in spending cuts, permanent spending reforms that will lower future spending, and the tax incentives to grow the economy. So that's why budget reconciliation is a powerful tool. We're now debating FY26, and I hope that that number will continue the march back towards pre-pandemic spending approaches. That's what we're trying to do, is claw that back. And I hope that FY26 spending will be at the FY25 levels or below in some categories, even though we're boosting in national defense and homeland security.
French, in your view, the question of whether the president can fire Fed Chair Powell, will it ever come to where we're trying to determine whether that's possible, or is this just jawboning at this point? What are you hearing, and what do you hear from your colleagues about what they would urge the president to do or not do in this case.
Well, look, Chairman Powell's term as chairman is up next May, and I believe President Trump has an appointment to the board that's open in this coming February of 2026. And President Trump's own analysis and that of his Treasury Secretary is that he cannot fire Jay Powell. And as I've said many times on this program, even though we believe in an independent monetary authority and Congress created the Fed back in 1913, it doesn't mean it's not subject to criticism. And every president that I've certainly worked with over the past 40 years has had plenty to say critically about the Federal Reserve and its policy. But I don't see the president firing Chairman Powell. But the president is certainly actively working with Treasury Secretary Bessent on candidates for that position, which will be open next year in 20.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Sorry, my phone's going off in the background. All right, guys. So Ramona's in the house. Please hit the like and subscribe. Did you have a meeting or something? We have you, Ramona. There you go. ETH's moving hard. Yes, Ethereum's climbing up. If Ethereum continues to climb, guys, listen, I think altcoins are going to keep climbing all day. Bitcoin is... Let's look at Bitcoin. How's it doing? Bitcoin's looking good. 118,891, just a hair below 119. Going to be a big daily close, guys. Can we get above $120,000 and close there? That's going to be key. That's what we're going to be watching for. Guys, listen, I've decided also to move my 8 p.m. live stream on YouTube to 6 p.m. because I tested it out the other day and far more people showed up at 6 p.m. than show up at 8 p.m. So I will be doing 6 p.m. Central. That is in, I don't know, 3 hours and 15 minutes or so. So just notifying you of the change. Listen, guys, we just closed out a swing trade last night on the Patreon. We made a 40% return on that over the course of a couple of days. We just opened a fresh swing trade today over on the Patreon. Get over there, guys. Get into the swing trade. And after that's closed out, we're going to be opening another one, guys. We're going to keep this ball rolling. Let's go. Get over there for all the help that you need. Join the community, guys. I got to get out of here. I got a coaching call I got to do over on the Patreon. Book yourself into those as well. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. The link to the Patreon is in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. It's everywhere you want to be. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.